Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for August 29th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair first. This pair moved much higher on Friday back into our previous sideways movement. This pair is moving sideways with a bias to the sideways, and this particular pair has taken off from the open on Sunday, moving to the upside. We are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 86.36, possibly as low as 83.65. Look for some resistance around 85.75 and look for some support around 84.75. Okay, now the Euro USD pair. This particular pair closed up on Friday, definitely within its range, moving sideways with a bias still to the downside. Did gap up. We're looking for it to move lower. Look for this pair to potentially, if it does go higher, to move to 128.89, possibly as low as 125.90. Look for some resistance around 128.50 and look for some support around 126.75. Now the pound US dollar pair. This particular pair has closed lower on Friday, overall moving sideways with a bias to the downside. Look for it to potentially go as high as 156.64, possibly as low as 153.48. Look for some resistance around 155.75 and look for some support around 154.50. Now the US Swiss, this particular pair closed higher, did break the previous session low but closed higher, looking for it to continue moving to the downside overall. Look for this pair to potentially go as high as 1.036, possibly as low as 1.0154. Look for it to hit resistance around 103.15 and potentially hit support around 102.50. Now, as far as news announcements go, we don't have any significant news announcements until Tuesday. There are going to be some fairly significant ones coming out. We got an FOMC announcement as well as the non-farm payroll coming out this week. So definitely keep your ear to the ground, so to speak, on the news announcements. But for Monday, we really don't have any significant ones. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, we have the pound that has created a swing trade setup over the past 3 sessions, and it gapped up, which indicates that we should be looking for it to move lower, and the swing trade opportunity is to the downside. So we have a good setup that's backed by basically another setup to look for a potential trade. It is a rather steep curve here, but looking for it to move lower. Something else, we have previous area right here of support that is pretty much in line with our potential trend line, which is another good, very good sign. To come on down here, we have support in this area as well, so we definitely look to exit at that point. So right here we're going to look to take a sell at 154.62 and look for it to come on down to this area at 153.92. And you can see during this session and during this session that it went straight through that area twice pretty quick. So let's take a look at exactly how many pips that is. It's got about 71 pips on that move. So definitely keep an eye on this. We got a couple of setups, definitely support and resistance, and our trend line holding those numbers and showing that that is a good play. So definitely keep an eye on it. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.